Whether you're new to juicing or you've been doing it for a long time, you're definitely going to want to stick around for this video. I'm diving into all the basics of vegetable juicing, and I'm sharing 3 delicious juice recipes for health. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Clean Eating Kitchen. I'm Carrie. I have a master's degree in public health with a specialty in nutrition. My passion is all about wellness and everything healthy, and I just love sharing recipes and tips to help you feel your best. I'm going to share a lot in this video. I'm going to try to pack in as much information as I can. First, I'm going to share some of the potential amazing health benefits that you can get from juicing, how to choose the right juicer, best practices for juicing, including how often to juice, and 3 easy vegetable juice recipes to help get you started. First, let's talk about the potential health benefits of juicing. Juicing can be a great way to increase your overall intake of minerals, vitamins, and essential nutrients. Other health benefits can include improved digestion, easier weight management, better hydration, and even increased energy levels. Fresh vegetable juices are packed with phytonutrients, and these can help protect against chronic diseases such as heart disease and even cancer. And the high levels of vitamins that can be found in fresh vegetable juices can help with your immune function, your skin health, and your bone strength. A lot of people ask me, what are the differences between juicing and making smoothies, and what are the various health benefits? And really, there's health benefits with either making fresh juices or making smoothies. I personally do both. It really just depends on your goals and how much produce you want to use and what kind of equipment you have, things like that. But juicing is where you are extracting the juice from the fiber. Smoothies are where you blend the whole fruit or food, so you are getting both the fiber and all the nutrients. So again, it really just depends on your goals and your individual situation. You can always ask your healthcare provider which is best for you, but a lot of people feel that with juicing, it can be better for some people because you're getting all those nutrients without having to digest all the fiber, because a lot of people do have impaired digestion and can't digest all the fiber. A smoothie is almost more like a meal replacement because you are getting the whole food and the fiber. So in this video, we're going to cover more of the basics of juicing. If you're interested in learning more about smoothies and making green smoothies, you can let me know. I do have a lot of recipes already on my channel, so you can go back and look at those. But again, today we are talking about juicing for beginners with easy juice recipes for health. So let's talk about a few juicing 101 tips. Choosing the right juicer is pretty important. There are 2 main types: a centrifugal juicer, which will usually cost you less than $100, and then a masticating juicer, which usually tends to be several $100s. Masticating juicer is often called a slow juicer, and it's usually considered better for juicing because they can usually extract more juice from the vegetables, and they can also preserve the nutrients better. But you can just choose whatever works best for your budget. In fact, you can also use a blender to make juice. You would just have to blend the vegetables and then strain it through any kind of a clean kitchen towel or some muslin cloth. And so you really don't have to buy new equipment if you don't have the budget to do so. Another benefit of masticating juicers is they can usually handle leafy greens like kale and spinach and soft vegetables like tomatoes better than centrifugal juicer. And using a juicer is really simple. You do want to wash your produce, make sure you get off any dirt. You also may need to cut larger pieces of produce into smaller pieces. You'll just need to make sure that they can fit through the feeding tube of your juicer. I recently got a new juicer which has a wide mouth feeding tube. It does make it easier to prep for juicing. My older juicer, which both are the masticating type of juicers, but my old one had a smaller feeding tube, so it took me a lot longer to prep my produce to get ready for juicing. So I will link both of my juicers below in case you want to check them out. Another tip is that when you're actually going to make your juice and you do have the type of juicer with a smaller feeding tube, you want to alternate the hard and soft pieces of your vegetables or fruits, and that will help your juicer work more efficiently. You may want to start with using a recipe, especially if you're new to juicing, because there are different flavors that work better together. There are certain vegetables and herbs that can be more energizing, and so maybe you don't want to have those later in the day. For instance, flat leaf parsley is known to be an energizing ingredient, so that might be more appropriate for a morning juice. So let's talk about how often you should juice and how much should you drink in one sitting. Now, it's really important for you to listen to your body. It can be a little bit of an adjustment if you're just getting started to drinking juice, because there is still some fiber left in the juice, and so it can upset certain people's digestive system. So you want to start small. You might want to start with even 1 to 2 times a week and just having maybe 2 to 3 ounces or even less in one sitting, and just make sure that your digestive system can handle the juice okay. And it's also really important that you vary the types of fruits and vegetables that you use in your juice so you're not getting an overload on any one certain nutrient. Lastly, you can do batch juicing, meaning that you make a whole bunch of juice at one time, maybe even up to 20 or 30 or even more ounces of juice at one time, meaning that it's less work for you, and then you can pour the juice into smaller containers and store them in your refrigerator. But it is worth noting that juice is going to have the most amount of nutrients right after it's made, and then over time it's going to lose the amount of nutrients and the taste of the juice is going to degrade. So I would say that fresh juice is best used within 48 to 72 hours after juicing. So let's move on to 3 easy juice recipes for health. The first juice that I'm making is a beet juice recipe, and this is known to be an energizing recipe. Beet juice has a ton of research around it and scientific evidence showing that it can even help with energy and athletic performance. I'll link a few articles and references in the description box. I'm going to keep this beet juice really simple, and I have a fun way for you to remember it. It's called ABC juice: apples, beets, and carrot. And for this recipe, I'm just going to use about 3 to 4 regular red beets, and I scrub them, and then I just cut off the ends and then cut them into halves or quarters, and then I use 3 apples. And I like to use red apples. You can always use green apples, which tend to be a little bit lower in natural sugars. And then I used about 2 cups of chopped carrots. It was probably about 1 large bunch of carrots. And this juice, not only is it absolutely beautiful, but it tastes amazing. This has to be one of my favorite juices. I did end up also including a few peeled limes in this juice. I just wanted to make it a little bit brighter and fresher and add a little bit more vitamin C. Also, you might want to note, you may want to wear gloves when you're handling raw beets because they can stain your hands, although it's just temporary. And you can feel free to mix up this juice, add the ingredients that you like. You could add some fresh ginger, you could add some peeled lemons. This is just a really basic staple vegetable juice. It's great for detox. It's great even for kids because it's so pretty and it's not green, and so they might be a little bit more open to drinking it. It is so delicious. Okay, for my next basic green juice recipe, we're going to make a celery lime juice. And you've probably heard all the hype about celery juice. I don't like drinking plain celery juice. I don't think it tastes good, but if you add a few peeled limes, that really transforms the flavor. So you get all the benefits of the celery juice, which is super high in potassium, low in natural sugars. You just add a few peeled limes. It really brightens up the flavor. It's such a pretty juice too. I consider it one of my staple green juices. It's great as a juice to help support healthy weight loss. This is one of the best tasting recipes that I have made, and so I hope that you love it too. And for my last basic green juice recipe, I'm going to share this simple 6 ingredient recipe, so it's a little bit more complicated than the others, but it is absolutely delicious. It's another one of the best tasting green juice recipes that I've made. It is perfect for batch juicing. It is perfect for helping to support your body's natural detoxification processes. And this one simply has carrots, beets, cucumber, ginger, parsley, and lemon. And I'm telling you, the combination of flavors, it doesn't taste too green. It does have that natural sweetness from the carrots and the beets. And it's definitely one of the best green recipes for health. You're just getting so much nutrients in this recipe. If you have any questions about juicing, please leave them in the comments. It's one of my favorite topics. I've been doing vegetable juicing for well over a decade. I feel like it's really been a big part of my health journey, and so I'm excited to share it with you. And again, I'm going to link some resources in the description box, including my free juicing quick start guide. So I hope that you'll sign up for that. I'm also going to link to a few of my other juicing recipes, and some of them are very popular. It's been so rewarding to see how many other people are interested in vegetable juicing and using it as part of their wellness journey. So I hope that whether you're new to juicing or it has been part of your health journey, that you learned a few things. And again, please feel free to share any comments or questions or any of your experiences in the comments. I always take a look at those and respond to them. I love interacting with you that way. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more wellness tips and healthy recipes. Till next time, happy juicing, and I'll see you then.